Hello there, you are highly welcome back to our YouTube channel. So it's me again, Amarachi, a content creator, a wife, a mom, a writer, proofreader, editor that works from home. So that's the whole point of this video. I work from home, and today we're going to be talking about how to set up a productive workspace in your home. So the first thing is to pick the right space. If you're like me, that you don't really have a whole room in your house that you can say this room is my office, don't worry, I got it covered. We are in the same WhatsApp group. What you need to do is just to set up an area, a corner of your house where you can focus and have some quiet. It could be a corner of your living room, it could be a corridor, even a veranda or a corner of your bedroom. So previously I used to use a corner of my dining room, because I don't have a dining set yet that you can see over here. I used to use a corner of my dining room for that purpose because I love the natural light that sets in there. But over time I noticed that I easily got distracted because the window faces a walkway of some sort, so people are always moving up and down, and there's a lot of noise that comes in. And then there's my parlor over here and the kitchen here and other rooms, so it was easy to get distracted. That is why I decided to move my home office into my bedroom right behind me. Even though it's advisable to put your workspace somewhere that is different, where you can't really see your relaxation areas like your bed or your lounge or your kitchen or your fridge, you know, those kind of things that can easily distract you. Even though my table and my chair, which is my workspace, is in my room, when I'm working, I'm not facing my bed. The bed is at my back when I'm working. So next, you have to invest in a table and a chair. It is very important. You might not have it at this point, but it's something that you have to work towards, especially if you're going to be working from your home on the long run. Because trust me, if you're going to be working for hours, even if it's like 5 hours a day that you're going to be working, you need to be comfortable while doing that. So invest in a table. This table right here, I got it last year, and I do not have an ergonomic chair yet, even though you should get an ergonomic chair because it helps your posture, it helps you to be more comfortable. But I haven't gotten that yet, but that is something that I am going to get in the future. But if you're like me and you don't have an ergonomic chair yet, you can work with what you have. Like I have this plastic chair that I work with. It's not very comfortable, but what I do sometimes, I cushion it with pillows, just arrange pillows to make me feel more relaxed and more comfortable while I'm working, because I don't want my back to start hurting. And another thing, it's also important to keep your laptop at eye level while you're working, so you don't get to slouch or just have the wrong posture, because it's going to affect you on the long run. If you don't have, there's something called, I can't remember right now, but I'm going to insert it here, that it helps you to raise your monitor. It helps you to raise your laptop up so that you can work with it at eye level. If you don't have that yet, there are ways to work around these things. You can place something like the way I do. You can put a support under your laptop to raise it up. Another thing I'm going to talk about is to keep it organized. See, when you have a workspace that is full of clutter, your brain is going to be disorganized. You're not going to be able to focus when there's a lot of things. In fact, as much as possible, that your workspace should be clear. Only the very necessary things should be there. The plate you used to eat has no business on your table. Papers that are irrelevant, jotters, notebooks. There are some things that you feel like they are relevant, but they are not relevant on your workspace. You can keep them somewhere. Your table has a drawer, you can arrange some things there. But when your workspace, when your table is clear of clutter and organized, it helps you yourself to be organized. But for some people like me, if somewhere is scattered and in a mess, somehow I can't get to focus till the place is organized. So I encourage you to do that if you're working from home. That's your dedicated workspace. That's your office. It should be free of clutter. Do whatever you deem possible to get that done. Having a clutter-free desk can help you reduce stress a lot. Even if you have a small workspace, you can still, there are ways to go around these things. You can make use of spaces that look like desk spaces. Like, so I plan to get some shelves to put on the wall, just to keep some things that I need to be here, but they don't necessarily need to be on my table. Another thing, good lighting is essential. Lighting is important when it comes to productivity. So you can consider, or you should consider, setting up your work table or your workstation near a window where you can get natural light coming in. My former workspace in the dining area, I was facing the window, so it's had the light coming in. Even here in my bedroom, I have a window beside. Even though the window is not in front of my table, as you can see. I'm back in my table now. When I'm working, I turn to face my table, but there's a window right over here. So you can see I'm making this video. I don't have any ring light anywhere. I don't even have electricity right now because there's no light. I'm in Nigeria, hello. But then the lighting you're seeing here is from the window. So if the setting of your house is such that natural light is not available or is not an option, you can invest in artificial lighting. You can get a desk lamp or a soft bulb, but then try not to get lights that are overly harsh, because that is not going to be good for productivity, except if maybe you're a photographer and you need all the lights in the world. Another thing that helps is to personalize your space. Like, make it a safe haven, make it somewhere that you get to and it's giving you ginger, it's motivating you. If you're a plant lover, you can add a plant. If you have pictures of your loved ones, maybe your spouse or yourself, because of course you should love yourself first, or even your children, you can add picture frames just somewhere around. You can add your vision board, sticky notes, frames that tell you positive affirmations. Just personalize your space. Make it is your space, it's your house, but this is your office. Take it as such. So personalizing this your workstation is going to make it an enjoyable place for you to be. Like, when you remember that you have to work, you're not even feeling tired, you feel driven, you feel motivated to go there and do your work. I've not done this quite here, but when I do that, I'm going to come back and show you. But if I've done that by the time I'm posting this video, I'm going to insert it right here. All right, but then there's something else. Even as you're personalizing your space, it's important to keep it, the goal is not to personalize it in such a way that you get distracted instead of working. The place is not looking like a circus, it's not looking like a party area. You get the point? So keep it in a way that inspires you, but not in a way that distracts you. Another thing you have to do if you're working from home and you have a workstation is to limit distractions. As much as possible, limit distractions. Your phone can be a distraction. You can turn off like something I've said recently, when I block out time, because it's necessary to block out time. If I don't block out that time, it doesn't have to be so much amount of time. At times it could be 30 minutes or even 20 minutes, depending on the task at hand that I have to do. So your notifications, you reduce it. In fact, all the notifications, if you can afford to, you put your phone on the flight mode. I don't always put my phone on the flight mode because I need to be online for some reason. So minimize distractions. If you know that when you're hearing ping 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 notifications on your phone, you're going to be tempted. You want to know what's happening, you want to know who is sending that message. By the time you now get it, you collect the phone, you tap on the WhatsApp message. From there you get a link to Instagram. Oh, quickly see this. From there you're on Instagram, and before you know it, you're scrolling. 10 minutes has gone, 25 minutes has gone, and the task waiting for you on your laptop in front of you is there. And before you know it, the day is almost gone and you've not gotten anything accomplished. So that's why limit distractions as much as possible. Even though working from home already is some sort of distraction on its own, especially as a mom. You know, being a mom, it's not very easy to deal with distraction, especially when you have a little baby that needs to breastfeed, that needs to be fed, you need to change diapers, you need to play with baby. That's basically my life right now. So that's on its own is a distraction, but then it's something that I have to be conscious of and intentional about. In another video, I'm going to talk about how I deal with my baby, the home, and working from home, all of that. But the important thing is to limit distraction. For me, the distraction could be being a mom and basically managing my baby while also working. For you, it could be something else. You know where you live, you know the situation surrounding your home. For you, it could be your fridge that is fully loaded with every good thing in the world. It could be your television, it could be your bed, it could be your cat, it could be your dog, it could be your neighbors, it could be your family members that are living with you in the same house. So figure out what that distraction is and do something about it if you want to be productive working from home. And there you have it. Those are my top tips for setting up a productive workspace. You don't have to have all the gadgets, all the items in the world, but make do with what you have. Look at my table. What is here? My pen holder is a glass cup. So figure out I'm going to use A4 papers with my colored markers to design my vision board and other things that I want to be seen on my workspace. So you can work with what you have. It's all about making the space work for you. So if you found these tips helpful in any way, don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe if you have not. Subscribe to this to this girl's channel. So let me know in the comment section, do you work from home? Do you go to a physical office? Which of the two do you prefer? What does your home office look like? Do you have more tips that you can tell us, we work from home people? Because as much as I'm trying to share what I know with you, I could also pick one or two from you. So let me know in the comment section what you picked from this video and what it meant for you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate your time. See you in my next video and stay blessed. Bye.